everyone, welcome back to Flights of Fancy. I'm Sarah, and today I'm going to be making makeshift planters out of these jugs I saved from the recycling. I have your milk jug and a vinegar jug and a washing machine soap jug, which I'm going to have to rinse pretty good because that soap is really sticky. But in any case, I'm going to cut the tops off of these. I'm going to cut them open, rinse them, paint them, and then plant some plants in them. And the whole point is to try to get to the store as little as possible, so I'm going to have to be really creative with what I plant in them. I have some vegetables that I cut the roots off, like a parsnip and a turnip, and I forget what else. I've got kind of hoping that they'll start growing some roots and some greenery, and those can go in. And I just want to have like just a big profusion of greenery and flowers here on my lower deck to relax in. So anyway, let's get started. Rinse these out with the hose. Go ahead and paint all of these really fast for you. I found a lot of really fun colors in my random stash of acrylic paints. I have a lot of random things in there, from painting miniatures ages ago, painting baby shower stuff. That's where all the puff paints came from, I think. And this and that. So here's some fun colors I thought would look really great for spring, and they went on a little light, as I'll explain here in a moment, but I think they were a lot of fun. I especially like this gold one. Okay folks, I put on the first layer, and since I'm painting directly onto plastic without a primer or sanding it or anything, it came off pretty thin and streaky, so I'm going to let this dry overnight because it's pretty chilly and damp out here, so it's going to take a while to dry, and then put on a second coat tomorrow, and hopefully maybe if I do that first thing it'll be dry enough to decorate later in the day. So we'll catch you then. Alright, we can see I've already given them a second coat of paint, so they look really nice and opaque and smooth now. But what I learned in hindsight is that I should have poked the holes in the bottom of all of these containers first while they still had some structural integrity, then cut the tops off, and then painted them. Because later, once the paint dried and I was trying to wrench them around and poke holes in them, all the paint started chipping off. And the second thing I learned is that the milk jugs aren't that great of a medium for this application because they're very bendy and really not very strong, especially when you cut the top off. They're just really flimsy. They're very, very, very thin. I did fill one with a a plant without painting it at all, and you know, it's like, it's a look, but then you don't get the paint chipping off. I did like how this paint job came out though. I just had a lot of fun sponging on some colors and drawing some little leaves and flowers over the top. And the puff paint takes a long time to dry, and it's really easy to, you know, brush it on something and smudge it. Like I smudged it in a couple places here. It's got to dry vertically, which is fine, but you know, when you're doing a 3D thing like this, you have some extra challenges. And onto the turquoise container, I just dabbed the gold paint all over it in a nice little pattern, and it was just so simple and easy, and it turned out to be my favorite one. I just love the look of the gold over the turquoise. It doesn't show as much on camera, but looks so good in person. For this one, I decided to make the little circles in the container in the milk jug be sunshines. So it's yellow, like a bright, hot yellow sky, gold sun, and then I thought like, you know, oh, I'll put, you know, poofy white clouds, and then the sunshines can go over and under the poofy clouds. So that was a lot of fun. Can kind of just do whatever and change your mind in the middle and go back or cover it up. And they're basically free, so you don't have to worry about wasting any materials. Although probably after you paint them like this, I don't think they'll be recyclable anymore, so there's that. At the end of the season, I'll probably toss these and either make new ones later or buy some real pots. Here, make sure we get the middle of the sunshine nice and dark. And then I went in and added some grass with puff paint. A nice springy one and a darker one. Give it a little depth and everything. I really liked how this one came out. This was one of my favorites too. And for the orange one, I sponged on some leaf sprays with the little green and the little white in there. Get a little texture and depth and shading. And then I used a red that was kind of more on the pink side. I didn't realize until I put it on, so I picked out a different red that looked a lot better, more red than a pink red. And these flowers were based on some flowers I was able to buy. After all, I had to go get milk, so I bought some flowers while I was at the store. These are based on some real flowers that are red, orange, and yellow. And added some dots around the outside for a little texture. And voila! And then onto this Coke bottle here. Got some fun geometric shapes and nice springy colors. And it didn't come out perfectly even, but you know, this was just for fun. So, I like the contrast of greens and pinks. So that was fun. Dabbed in a little purple. There we go. That one was super fun. And here they all are. Thanks for watching.